Thank you so much, Slacks. Indeed, a lot of questions coming out right there as we get into this game number 2, Trent, and it is an unlikely pick that they run at the end, that they had to do at the end, an Ame Bristleback.
Yeah, as you just heard said in the interview there, he's only played it 16 times in his career, which, I mean, for Ame is not a whole lot. You know, the guy's played a lot of games of Pro Dota. And last played it 4 months ago, but yeah, it's a response, right? It's what you have to do. You have to find some sort of an answer to this Broodmother, or you're going to have yourself a very bad game. Back in the day, you used to have to run them in the same lane, was the idea, because the spiders used to come out so much earlier, but these days the spiders don't come out until level 6, so we might see this rotation where XXS starts farming elsewhere, and that's where you'll see the matchup where they'll start just like forcing Ame into the direction of Satanic. But, you know, there's other concerns throughout this game, right? We've seen the Broodmother already. We've seen how it's very effective at shutting down this Helm push. So when you go for this early Lycan, this has been a very solid answer that PVISION have already used before.
Well, and furthermore, there's this other problem, and we saw this during that road to the international playoffs where PVISION were kind of backed up against the wall, were trying to find a big win, and they ran this Invoker with the Broodmother in response to the Lycan and just completely ran over the game. It's sort of insane how quickly this zoo formation starts building up and taking down your towers, especially because they even have the Monkey King building a Helm in these games.
Yeah, and then they just went on a tear, right? They played like, I don't even know, like, I think it was 5 out of 6 games where just now no one Invoker. Like, he just started playing Invoker every single game after that, win or lose. So he's definitely gotten his practice in so far this event on the hero.
I will say that it is going to be a little bit of a different look this time, as it's XG with the Lycan scouting out everything and making it harder to find an initiation or an opening, as XM also on a hero that he is very comfortable with, the Storm Spirit, playing out of the mid lane going up against no one.
He's also shifted, at least from some of the games that we're watching, in terms of the facet as well. He's gone for the Galaron using the Exord rather than the Quas build that we had him doing in some of the games previously with the Ice Wall build up eventually.
Early TP. Oh, 9 class trying to make something happen maybe up top here. Is there?
That tree's looking a little suspicious over there, I gotta say.
Yeah, they see him. So that is not going to turn into anything, I don't think.
This is the life of DM, you know? You just, your monkey, he just leaves, but you're a center war runner, right? There's a reason they picked this hero. I think it was a great pick for the game. Don't die immediately as I'm saying that, but it just gives them a little bit more control. It gives DM someone who is sustainable, survivable. You can at least get something at this laning stage, and you're going to open up a lot of opportunities for 9 class to do 9 class things. And in this case, he's going to give a little back to DM. You know, sure, I left for a little bit, but I'm going to make a nice little double wave for you. And it's going to come to that tower. I got you covered, big buddy.
Yeah, that actually is pretty nice now. So this at least ensures that the waves are shoved out a little bit more than they would be otherwise. Now, Xnova does have some ways to play against this. With the Glimpse already online, will force back the tree, dodges the damage at the point it landed at. And even if he dies right here, which I don't think 9 class is going to, it still is going to be fine because it will be a double up wave that shoves to the tower.
Yeah, so I thought he was going to go for the shove. He just draws the line, says, I'm coming. I'm doing the long walk, buddy. I'll meet you there.
Another thing that is very frustrating to play against as Ame, but as a Bristleback, he might try and go and connect this, and this would be a big problem for DM. They're pulling the wave already over, and he's going to draw at least 1 away. So this is not easy.
Yeah, modern problems require modern solutions here. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Has the wave pushing underneath the tower, and Ame thinking about, oh, do I go into a pressure? Do I hit all these creeps? Both are kind of nice.
Everyone is like slightly better at dealing with this thanks to all the Helm creeps.
What is happening? They're pulling this one over. They don't draw aggro onto the creeps, it looks like. Oh wait, no, the creeps re-aggroing?
I think 9, oh my god, he stacked it too. That is just gross. I can't believe he stacked that camp while doing that. 9 class is truly miraculous.
Very fired, but not going to be brought down. No one does not have Sunstrike invoked. Could go for it. XinQ trying to play aggressively forward. Does he have enough damage? It doesn't look like it. So with 4 stick charges, no
3
one was
seconds.
Safe. Wait, he scanned?
No. It's too late.
Okay.
Yeah, it is way too late.
That doesn't feel great though for XM, having to walk all the way back to base there. 9 class. Hurting. Dropping low. And with the glimpse back, X-Nova gonna draw first blood, taking down 9 class.
That's 2 games straight, I believe he's got that first blood.
Yeah.
So another good start for X-Nova. But he's, you know, not going for the tree play this time, I noticed.
Yeah.
Didn't feel it, you know? Thought it wasn't quite worth it. The branches are a little more valuable in the early game. Doesn't want to give it up quite yet, perhaps. It'd be an expensive death if you die while also losing one of your branches.
Yeah, true enough.
All right,
So,
well, Helm Watch here. We got, what, 3 coming out, I believe? Is that right? We're going to have 1 on 9 class. Oh, sorry, it'll be 4, right? Because it'll be 1 on 9 class, 1 on no one, 1 on DM, and then 1 on XSS.
Do you think Ame gets one? I don't think so. Oh my god, Ame's going for a Battle Fury on Bristleback, actually. That is not something you see every day.
Modern problems, modern solutions.
Oh, Satanic in the meantime gets dove.
All right, there. We love to see that. Little squish on the spider.
Able to take out Satanic early is something that you definitely want to see if you are an XG fan.
Oh, they're coming alive. I hear them. They're recovering after game 1. They say 2-0. That's like going to be half the kills of this game.
That's true.
We're already crushing.
They're ready. So the Wisdom goes over to Xingqiu while down bottom it's going to be 9 class picking it up. Ducalis spots X-Nova. And that ward is immediately going to get taken out. So XG getting control of the vision here. And this is the benefit. Like, think about how many times we've seen teams just run at Ame and try and knock him out. You're not going to do that against a Bristleback.
No, that's certainly true. That's, I mean, he's he's gonna be looking like a lot of his other games, though. I gotta say, he's gonna be in the same part of the map. He's gonna be farming, like he's going for this Battle Fury. He's gonna use it in combination with Seeing Red. He's gonna have all this big damage. It is an interesting way to do it.
But a little bit of a change-up, deciding to go through the gate now. And with the Disruptor nearby, this could be an easy kill. It looks like they're just going to make the move to secure the tower for the moment. We'll see if X-Nova is able to find and hunt down Satanic there. It doesn't quite look like it yet. So yeah, Ame just moves on in. Gonna take down this tier 1 tower in the top lane, and this push that they're building, it's gonna be a little bit tough to deal with.
I mean, he's only gonna miss a couple creeps down here anyway. Still gonna get back for this next wave coming in, so not the worst rotation. Even if they did just abandon the tower, he kind of guarantees that's gonna happen. Snags the last hit on the way back in with the Quill Spray, and he'll just go chill back in his lane as 9 class tries to pull it in, but it's just more farm for Ame.
No one. Helm done. Xingqiu nearby. With Ducalis also, and everybody sort of converging to this lane together. It doesn't look like PVISION are in a great position to fully come back and defend this yet. There's Wolves scouting all of it too.
Do we know who the best RTS player is in Dota 2? Like, are we aware? Should they be getting signed to a team soon? Like,
there's a chance.
That's really the stand-in we need.
Absolutely. All right, XM backs out, tower down to about a 3rd HP. Every push does it a bit more. 9 class only level 4 on the Monkey right now. And are they going to make a push of their own? The Helmet's definitely possible, but it's hard if Bristle decides to TP in.
Yeah, he is the wall, right? He can just like pop on in, make sure stuff slows down. I mean, we're imagining some sort of an issue where perhaps he has to match up with the Broodmother, right? Where maybe Brood starts getting these kills at level 6. She's hunting down some individuals in her lane, but not quite there yet.
No.
As the wolf howls in the arena, XSS will continue his push into some spiders.
A bit of a gank set up here on bottom. Ame gonna stack up. Now, this dive underneath is pretty crazy if they go for it.
I think they need the Sunstrike.
Underneath the tower, Ame, do they decide to jump on him? The channel, there's a lift up Disruptor, the first one that gets gonna get hit, but do they have enough to bring down Ame? I don't really think so. This guy is hard to kill. And at the same time, while this is happening, wait, maybe a minute, fully surrounded by 4 heroes, Ame, they jump onto him now, trying to blow him up. Where's the TPs? Ame living for a while, but not long enough.
Yeah, I thought you might need Sunstrike, like if he got help, but they just decided it's a lost cause. They say, whatever, can't deal with it. Let's just take the mid tower instead. So he does get punished there on Ame, and this is likely going to continue into a push, you would think, on that tier 1 bottom. Can't imagine there's going to be any sort of a defense now. So now we got to think, how do we hunt the Spider again? 1 death so far on Satanic. Can they get another with the help of XM Storm Spirit? And of course, the ulti from Xingqiu will be the other part of that.
Does have a regen rune ready to go if XM gets wind of where that Spider is at. No Orchid yet done, but is building towards it on Satanic. So something to watch for there, as 1 component is already completed. Still nursing this 2K gold lead. XG feel to be in the driver's seat a little bit in spite of that death on Ame.
Yeah, I think his Battle Fury is coming out right now, so not bad, right? You take that. 12-minute Battle Fury, obviously standard for Bristleback.
I am curious to see what the numbers are. Pretty sure it's the first time that's bought, but we'll see. 9 class tries to get out, and will be able to. If it's an annoying hero to play against, 9 class is going to be on it. You know that's true. And almost a full Helm of the Overlord as the gank onto the creep will be good enough. They take down the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Xingqiu spots Ducalis, can't quite hit with the bushwhack there. A little bit too far away on the low ground, and Ducalis is the one that takes the Arcane Rune. Xingqiu in some trouble. They heal him back alive. It's not going to be enough to keep Xingqiu up, and instead it's going to be the Pugna trying to run away from XXS, but the hit's there. And it's enough to bring down the Pugna. Support for support.
Okay, just a fair trade there in the mid lane. They did indeed finish that tower afterwards as Ame backs away with his Battle Fury towards the Ancients. He just looks like he's playing Troll. Bought for the first time on this hero. For this tournament, shocking.
It's such a... I want to see what he gets next. Like, I have no idea what's going to happen, but he is the most net worth in the game right now, despite that earlier death.
I want to see a big Ancient stack with just the Seeing Red. Like, I want to see what it looks like when he just goes at it with his Battle Fury.
I mean, he's going to hit hard. It's a pretty cool hero for him, I feel like, in a way. So still farming quite well. They are losing a little bit of the pressure that they had earlier on the top side of the map. And now 9 class coming in to pick up some Lotuses for himself. It is going to be a Sanjin Yasha indeed.
Yeah, he's going to go for the Sanjin Yasha, and the Howling Wolf, I imagine it's probably his responsibility on XXS to get the Nullifier in this game, right? It feels like you're going to need one, right? Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with D-Creps, and I'm sure there'll be some additional Ghost Scepters picked up after as well. Unless you're really confident in your ability to just purge people with a creep.
But a smoke up, and there is a creep here scouting for them while Brood tries to back away.
I mean, if XM jumps in here to an Orchid, this could be a disaster.
Thinking about it, goes Satanic, pulls him back in. No, that's the Orchid, but they get the glimpse. They got what they needed. Find the Brood with the Sunstrike, and then they stampede away. That is not the way that was supposed to go at all. They destroy the Storm, and, well, are they going to be able to fight into this? Satanic actually getting hit there by the tendrils of the deep.
Jeez. You know, sometimes the best defense is a strong offense.
That's right.
So you get jumped on, you just throw an Orchid into Sunstrike and say goodbye to your mid laner.
Wow. A quick blow up and XM punished. And without that Storm, the entire rest of this engine does not function.
It's just like, it's a house of cards. It just falls immediately. Like, you all just retreat back to hitting neutral camps. The second Storm isn't able to jump on someone for you right now. You don't have the levels or the items on anyone else to provide that same ability. And XXS, you know, as kind of expected, because that's what he's been doing, he's going Auras. He's not going for that Nullifier, which is why I brought it up, because I didn't think he would. So I wonder just how much value you're going to get out of this Decrep this game when you've got Ame, who's, you know, now moving in towards a BKB next after this Battle Fury. He's actually abandoned the SNY, at least for now.
A lot of strange itemization that makes sense when you think about it a little bit. Storm Spirit now, after getting the Kaya, is trying to build into a Manta to help deal with the Orchid. That might be another first of the tournament for us, depending upon...
I think I did see someone else do it.
Oh, really? Okay.
We've had at least one.
All right, another Manta.
I want to say it was BZM, but I'm not sure.
That would make sense. 4-4, 15 minutes in. And a lot of questions about the direction of this game. I have no idea how these heroes are going to scale against each other as we get to the later stages. Everything is all funky now in Dota.
Yeah, still pretty
Thank
close
you,
here.
crowd. I appreciate that.
It is nice. I really like it. Yeah, thank you.
I think they get louder when it's nighttime. That's what it seems like.
And the more levels. Like right now it's only 1 level at Howl. Just wait till it's 4. Like it's gonna get so loud in here. It's gonna be crazy.
Werewolves of London. That's a great song.
Wrong
Clip's
city.
back.
Maybe next year.
Chance. And a Boundless drop down with the creeps. Is it enough to find the kill onto Ducalis? It will be. But they also bring down X-Nova. Now Ame running in at 9 class. The Wukong's command ineffectual and sad as Ame gets the double kill.
Yeah, not exactly the forte of the early game Monkey King support, is it? Not a very terrifying Wukongs to have to deal with there, but geez, no one, he cannot miss right now. 5-0-0.
He's killing it, man.
Nailing these Sunstrikes, and now 1,000 gold away from the Aghanims, which, well, that makes more Sunstrikes, Lyrical.
Oh, that's true. That's a lot of them.
That's a lot. It's a lot of damage, and he's got a little bit of help to set them up too with the Centaur.
Is going to depend upon that Centaur to find some good hoof stomps to really make it all work in concert. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen too quickly because Centaur is going for a Crimson Guard. Finish the pipe first, has the Crimson queued up next. DM just wanting to be a big body.
This is why you have 9 class, right? He's going to be giving vision.
Oh, hello?
Yep.
Goodbye? No problem.
Yeah, he'll be the one just like giving some vision, letting them know what's going on, and just gonna rely on Stampede instead for initiation as XM jumps out of that one.
Good decision. And Ami standing right and running right into them is gonna have to deal with an issue there, which is the Quas Invoker. A lot of team fight out of him, and Ame pops the BKB, but he's already so low. Ame in trouble, tries to get away. Do they have enough to slow this down and keep Ame alive? Q throws it out. Needs a bushwhack to stop, but the hits, they keep on coming. Satanic can't chase anymore, and Ame knows the limits of his hero, apparently. Able to get away from this one. They decide to go back in. X-Nova off the side. Static Storm down. It only really catches onto one, and as the chase continues, trying to find this finish, the Sunstrike hits! Ame in trouble! Ame low! Ame, get out of there! Save Private Ame! He's got to run, but there's nowhere left to run! They get the finish off the back of another beautiful Sunstrike from no one.
It's just the confidence there from PVISION. They just know they don't have anything to stop us. We can just keep on chasing. So many times that's the moment where it gets turned around on you. Like, they're going upstairs into a Bristleback who's already survived so much, and they just don't care. They recognize there's not enough damage here. They don't have an answer for us. We can just run them over.
Very strong performance. And again, it's still only 1,000 gold separating these two teams, but look at all these summons they have to deal with.
Because XM's getting like 400 gold right now as he kills summons in the mid lane. That's why it's so close.
That was 243 gold for killing 3 of those, so it is a bit of an issue for PVISION. Keeping it close by virtue of feeding away gold. And the other thing was, that, to me at least, Ame getting a bit too big for his britches there on the Bristleback.
Well,
you know, he plays against it all the time, and he's like, every time they do this to me, I'm fine. They're fine.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, now you can see he's the one who has to go for the Nullifier now.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I don't know, it doesn't feel that great to me, I'm not going to lie. But someone has to do it, so he's going to be getting it. The problem is that you get bonus damage and movement speed per stack. You don't get attack speed. So, like, he's adding all this flat damage, you know, but it's not that threatening, you know?
Right.
Just as a count on what he's getting with the combination of Warpath.
Eventually, if we end up seeing XXS go towards an Aghanim Scepter, maybe that's something that can help with it. Already has the AC done on the Lycan, so...
I like this idea. If he's forced to go Nullifier, I think that's only fair that XXS buys the eggs.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh!
See, that's level 2. It's louder.
Oh, that's good. Very nice. No one getting in on the action, too. Smoke up. Many heroes heading up to the north side of the map.
XM showing mid as well, right? He's trying to sell that they are not coming to contest this.
Tormentor over to the side. They see the creep.
But he's waiting for the rune. All right, can XM get something to give them a good fight here? It's an illusion. That's not it.
A good thing to save the silence. The howl out. That signals their charge forward. DM already a little bit low, backing away in his Centaur forms. 9 classes drop the Wukong's command that the wraparound is happening. XM jumps, finds CM. It's not always great to go on the Centaur at the start, but they don't have another great target. There's 9 class, turns now, wants to find something. Satanic hunting now onto the Disruptor. Can they chase down this bug? XXS getting controlled off to the side by DM. He's low, but they're trying to kill Satanic. XXS gets out. Satanic, not so lucky. Can they find more? XM low on mana. Can't break it. Yes, he does. 3 dead for PVISION and XG up the hill for the Tormentor.
Oh, finally getting themselves a win here as they head over to this objective. A Sunstrike will come through, but it's not going to catch anybody. So into the Tormentor kill they will go. XM goes right back to the mid with 9 class lurking nearby. They might get themselves something here.
Low on mana, low on mana. XM in some trouble. Can he zip away? Get some separation, and with the TPs coming in, that stops the movement. Xinkyu already has...
Oh, Xinkyu.
Oh, Xinkyu, no! He's low. But can they kill off no one? With Ame here, they have enough damage, but do they have the control? The save is coming in, and the Sunstrike! Oh, XM almost dead! XM trying to get away, and XM is gone! It comes at a cost, but they do get the no-one kill.
Okay, they've still got a decent lead here, and now 9 class as well. This is going to work out well for XG if they still get this to the end.
Can he jump away in time? I mean, Ame instead chasing over Ducalis, just looking for a 2-hit, but PVISION are getting away for the moment on the supports, the channel, but it's not going to stop the hits. Ame coming in strong.
All right, showing some signs of life here. They get the Tormentor. They get a little defense before eventually losing XM, but they're able to trade for a couple of kills, so it still comes out net positive for them. And it's Ame who's getting the lion's share of these benefits. Will he commit for the nullifier? Is that going to be his plan here? And XXS for now going towards that BKB. Wants to have the ability to actually just like play through these engagements. And you imagine Satanic, yeah, thinking the same thing. After that fight, getting stuck inside the Static Storm, he was almost able to fight his way out with the Incapacitating Bite in combination with going for the Insatiable Hunger, but it wasn't enough.
Well, some of that too shows the value of having these 2 really quick heroes in the Lycan and the Storm Spirit, and they were kind of able to pull the fight apart for PVISION and just sort of isolate that Broodmother left alone. We'll see if they can do that again on XG as they are smoked up with 4. Ame showing on the lane as they head into the triangle.
They got lots of sentries, lots of dust to deal with this Glimmer, to deal with this Invoker. And they're just going to start out on Roche. Now, 9 class is nearby. Sunstrike comes in. Crowd howls. That's level 3. Good work. Good job. I'll tell you when it's level 4, then you got to get really loud.
And an Aegis onto Ame as XG. They will lose the mid tower, but Ducalis is going to pay the price for this one. They even dropped the Static Storm down as they glimpse, pull him back in, but Tornado is there. Sunstrike to follow. Damage out.
He's okay.
Oh, baby.
That Manta coming in clutch there. Ame now dominating as he walks away with a kill, an Aegis, and a Nullifier.
It's got to be frustrating, though, that that's the position 5. You're running him down, trying to find that kill, and it's so difficult to make happen. That's true. They did make it happen. You're not wrong. I would just be angry.
Yeah, PVISION, though, choosing to kind of take this slow, right? Like, I think ever since they decided to go for the double auras on DM is kind of what they've resigned themselves to, is the inability to actually go for any aggressive plays, really.
Right.
It's been pretty slow paced because of that. They don't have that Blink Dagger initiation. He's going back for it now, but it's still going to take a little while. And I think XG have done a good job of taking advantage of that, kind of forcing these objectives. There's not a great way for PVISION to start these fights. And even though if they have these visions from like the Helm Creeps, the Spiders, they have their own vision with the Wolves, that they're able to just like find these good fights and take them. And also XM playing really defensively, playing around this Orchid really well.
Well, and I do wonder now that DM is, getting his way towards that Blink Dagger, how much that's going to change the complexion of these fights. Are PVISION going to be able to get that backline jumped upon? Will we see a little bit better engagements for them? Because while XG is winning right now, they're controlling the tempo, they have this Aegis, they don't have a tremendous gold lead. It's not something that's insurmountable right now.
Important. It is level 4 Howl.
Oh, there you go.
So the next Howl needs to be really loud.
You guys ready out there?
I'm
Proud?
just saying,
Get ready for a big Howl. We
when
gotta
it
make
happens,
it happen.
I want to hear it really loud and proud, okay?
To be honest, they're better at hearing it when I am. They know. On the lookout.
Oh, and it's nighttime. That's a buff as well.
Oh, howling up!
Oh, that's good.
The crowd is into it. 9 class goes down.
I think it's what's empowering these kills,
Ame jumped upon BKB, held. He has that Aegis still. Are PVISION going to stick around, or is this going to be a quick snipe? Looks like they're going to call it.
There. Now, of course, there had to be the question, though.
Ooh.
at what point do we find a break? Right? You know, because it is a bristleback, and it is currently being worked on now by Satanic. Oh, sorry, I take that back. He's going Bloodthorn instead. He was leaning towards the Silver Edge, has decided against it. Because honestly, even without the break, he is falling pretty quickly, right?
Thank you.
Don't lose your voices now.
That's a good point. We got a long time.
Got a long day. It's every 16 seconds.
And to be honest, like the way these games are going, this is not going to be the last Lycan match that we see. It's going to be around for a while.
An unfortunate reality.
I do that with my dogs sometimes. They get all like...
They get pretty amped up.
I know. That's great. Sometimes. That's how you know there's still some of that feral blood in them.
Much like there is in XXS.
Absolutely. Oh! I need to stop. I'm gonna lose my voice.
All right, DM.
Thinks about killing the hero, realizes that's impossible, so instead tries to kill the Croaker. Now they turn on to the real hero, and with Ame here, they actually have enough damage. Forced to go for that Stampede, but the pullback in is there. Cataclysm ain't gonna happen.
I mean, he is just on an island. Absolutely no one nearby right now. As my class is being very annoying.
Just trying to be a tree. Don't mind me.
How well do you know your minimap?
You know what that is, too? That's like... It's like he got that huge Aegis steal before, and now he's trying to do it again. He's like, I just got to make it happen. I need one more.
He's going to have to wait a while, though.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a bit. He's just, scouting it out for next time. That's what's happening here.
No, what if you got a Quelling Blade, cut the tree, and stood in its spot?
Oh, I like that.
That's really just sell it, Some good cosplaying.
I mean, that could win you the game. You never know.
I mean, he's got the inventory for it. The guy, he just buys one item at a time,
That's true.
Speaking of which, I believe his defusal is done. Once he can eventually get back to his side of the map to meet up with his courier, who's just sitting under the tier 2 mid. And that could become an issue for Ame, potentially. Although, his mana pool's all right at this point. It's almost up to 1,000.
Yeah, it's true. It's a strange one in a way, because you also have a lot of, activatables later on. I mean, I guess it's just mainly right now the BKB, but regardless, Blink Dagger is completed now for the Centaur. Oh, always so nice. Love to hear it. Satanic underneath a wolf.
All right, well, we're at 28 minutes.
Yes.
We've got, 14 more kills than last game. That's cool. Something like that. No one's really feeling too aggressive right now, Lyrical.
That's true. And we might just be waiting for the next Roche. If something happens, we'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, I want to hear from the crowd. How many out there think that XG is going to take this and we're going to Game 3?
XG fans? Ooh.
All right, now out in the crowd, how many think PVISION is going to close this one out? I think they won 3 games. I feel it.
It's pretty even, I got to say.
It is, honestly. I think people just like making noise. That's where the howl comes from.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was the loudest cheer of them all.
Yes.
They just love Lycan. You picked the perfect TI.
Yeah, you came to a good one if you're a Lycan fan, that's for sure. Ame's looking to change the game. He's going for the Abyssal Blade. He's almost got the recipe done. That, moving into an engagement, plus the Blink Dagger on DM. We got a couple different ways that these can now start. PVISION, again, they're starting to play the Vision game, right? You're trying to battle up against this Lycan. You've got the gem.
Oh.
This monkey.
Satanic? Okay, no, they're just ganking spiders.
And remember, that still has 9-second BKB, so you don't want to waste this on anything too bad.
I think back to, again, that interview that we had this morning with Tundra going out and talking about this idea of what these top teams are doing, which is either taking risks or not taking risks.
Yeah.
And it feels like both of these teams are very risk averse right now, not wanting to give anything up for free.
Yeah, you want a lot of knowledge before you go in. Because even though they look kind of crazy game 1 on PVISION, it wasn't really risky because they knew everything. Because they had all the vision, right? And right now, when they can get their vision and feel confident like this, they're very happy to step up. Alacrity Spider. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
We're in daytime. Tried to Manta dodge. Doesn't happen, but does get pulled out. Now Glimpse back. In some trouble. Jump forward. XM trying to make things happen. Ame also hitting now onto that Spider. But all of the heals coming out from Ducalis, it stops the action in its tracks.
XXS is ready to chase, though. He wants this.
5 heroes all grouped together for PVISION. Do you run in with Ame? Is it a bit too scary? They're going to hit creeps, kill creeps, still looking for heroes. DM there, glimpsed about 20 units.
Look at how they're just planting DM up front, right? He's just sitting at the top of these staircases, daring them to engage into them right now, and they just can't. There is almost a BKB done on XM. He's trying to get this done as fast as he can because he wants it in case we start a fight in the Roche pit. We're going to find out in 10 seconds how quick this Roche is. A really fast Roche would be great for PVISION if it stops the Storm from getting a BKB first. Anything later than that, I'd say probably favors XG.
Let's see what the timing is. 2 minutes. That should be enough time for him to finish off this BKB and group up with his team again. So already out across the mark.
Tormentor. They do scan it. They know this is happening, but I mean, XM standing nearby holding a gem with the BKB on the way. There's no chance you're going to be able to get in there anywhere fast enough to stop it.
So BKB's completed now for all 3 of the cores of XG. And on the other side, we're still waiting for 1 BKB on Centaur. Has it eyed up at the moment. And less than 1,000 gold separating these 2 squads, anybody's game.
Yeah, Satanic trying to get the Silver Edge done as fast as he can as well. Try and give them a good answer versus Ame. See if they can catch him by surprise and just dump everything onto him and kill him.
And you know, if you have not seen Broodmother in a long time, a lot of people remember this hero as just like spider spam, you know, take down towers with it, don't really show up to fights. This is a whole new Spider right now. Incredibly strong right clicks, has a level 25 talent depending upon which way you want to go. That also lowers your BAT. It can be just an incredibly hard-hitting hero, and going now for that break option.
Yeah, and the reason why you see the Bloodthorn before the break is that Bloodthorn is one of like the most broken items on this hero. It just gives you an insane amount of damage in the right situation between yourself and your spiders. Plus, as you just saw, like Tormentors and stuff too, just fall instantly. So you definitely have the ability to just blow up heroes, not simply rat the map like the olden days.
That's going to be something to watch for. Is I think while we saw the early group up potential and taking towers that happened from XG, the later game shenanigans that can come out from PVISION are going to be really hard to deal with.
I do think they have some of that as well in XG, though. Like, the Aghanims on XM, I think, could be a really big factor in this game. The Aghanims on the Lycan, this is a Sunstan game. You know, I heard talk about his Aghanim being his favorite item. It's true. But
we got some claps out there. The crowd happy to see it so far.
We need Ags all over the place, though, on the side of XG. Except for Bristle. His is usually good, but with this build, you know, Ame is not really thinking Ags.
Smoke up with 5. XG as Roche respawns.
All right, they have the Wolf inside. Spot Satanic beginning it.
They know this is happening. Nobody else showing on the map.
Look at no one, though. He's just up here pushing with his helm, pushing into this tier 2 tower. What are you going to do now as XG?
You have to deal with one or the other.
Another Wolf goes in, sees that they're not there.
While top lane is pushing in, they're getting some damage onto that tower.
That tower is falling. It is done.
It's going to be gone. This is a problem for them because no one also is still sticking around. They can do this to the tier 3 top as well if it keeps them over here.
I feel like there's a world where they get frustrated and just send in Ame.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to do something. The current situation is XG losing the game by split push.
No, you can't, right? Like, there's wisdoms in a minute, right? You cannot just sit here. You have to find something else to do. That is a good reward, at the very least, for controlling mid. They will get an Arcane Rune on XM.
And meanwhile, that's happening. No one still pressuring in along this top side. Look at this damage.
Look at the spiders on the bottom half of the map.
Yeah.
They are just marching.
They're heading down.
The brood laughter.
Keeps that pressure on the bottom side. Ame shows up. Notably does not have his shard yet, which we often see on these bristlebacks.
Yeah, I think, again, it's just kind of the build, you know?
Yeah.
He's less concerned about stacks and quills and everything.
But now PVISION going to group together, see where they opt to make a move for. XXS is halfway to an Aghanim Scepter. And as Roche changes sides, now it's XG that might have the better angle towards the pit.
And there might be a different solution here from PVISION, though. They are just shoving this bottom wave in. I mean, it's a classic answer to a team that when you think they're doing Roche, you simply start shoving their base, right? And they either respond or they get the Aegis, but you cannot just let this go undefended right now. Like, Roche is just getting to the pit now. They have to be so fast here.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to go down. They're going to get the Aegis, but how much do they lose in return? There is no way that you can come and contest that on the side of PVISION and get there, but they are up on your high ground, starting to take this down. Cataclysm out, shows everybody still there. They're committing for the Aegis, but they've lost an entire set of racks.
Ooh.
A big trade.
You know, that's not the best trade deal, I would say.
I mean, once you're in that position, if you try and TP and defend, though, you do just die, so...
Oh, yeah, it's true. There wasn't really a great answer at that point, was there?
But regardless...
Wow, 100 FPS.
I wish I could get that.
I was going to say, Jesus.
These
oh,
pro
my
players.
golf clubs don't fit in the back of my Corvette.
As they will go for a quick disconnect and be reconnected in just a moment. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation, right? Because the ideal spot is that you are not having to make that choice between one or the other, but they had to commit, and that meant that, of course, you're going to lose your racks. No other great answer for them right there.
So demotivating when that happens, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you're forced to take such a bad trade.
I mean, I don't think it completely matters a ton for them because they still have, like, you know, a great team fight potential. They're going to get the Ags soon on Lycan. There's a lot of answers they still have here. As Brood reconnects. We're 36 minutes into this game. PVISION takes the first lane of racks, but not pulling meaningfully ahead. What are the item tidings that you feel like either team is really looking to abuse here in this one?
For me, I'm looking towards XM getting some sort of a solution, whether it's the Aghanims or whether it's the Scythe that he's looking at. I think one of those two items is massive for him, but he's a ways away, unfortunately. Oh, actually, no, no, that is his real goal. Never mind. Yeah, he's a ways away, unfortunately. Lycan, also, he is going for the Boots of Travel first, so I mean, it also means the Aghanims is pretty far away, but that's because he has to deal with this bottom lane now. Right. It's likely the reason he has to go for this. Right now, XG look like they've just fallen a little bit. You know, they've tripped.
Okay.
It's going to be a while, I think, before they're back up to itemization. It's going to make these fights feel really good, unless the fight somehow begins where Ame is like in the thick of it and wailing on somebody. Because if they actually secure their target, they don't have, you know, there's no depth trap in this game, and they've got the nullifiers on two heroes now to deal with this Pugna.
That's true. And a decent way for them. Oh, thank you so much. Love to hear that. It's just like, it's revitalizing, you know?
A little bit of a post-pause moment here where everyone kind of forgets where people are on the map, so just kind of move their way back a little bit here as we start crafting into that next round of neutral items. Ooh, got the Pyrrhic Cloak here on DM.
Okay. Seems like a pretty good answer. Obviously still has to run into the issues of the BKB, but once those are down, can do some good work.
Ame seems to love Satanic.
They miss
go-to items.
Multiple abilities onto Ame. And he is just going to walk this one off, obviously still hanging on to the Aegis. Perfectly comfortable with the current state of thing. And actually just Satanic's back up. I guess it's on a low enough cooldown. But I guess with this Aegis, there is this other thing that you could do on XG, which is just walk at buildings. We'll see if they decide to do that or if they're going to play it a little bit safer.
I'm curious what 9 Class does. He has 5,000 gold. He has a BKB queued up, but I don't know. I feel like he's going to go spicier. I feel like he's going to like buy a Scythe or something and try and break one of these fights if he can get away with it. For now, he's just jumping ahead, bringing creep. Look at this. They have 9 classes creep and DM's creep in the top lane, just grabbing these creep waves up here. Meanwhile, XM is at the base catching the farm there. They're pushing in through the mid. So they are successfully dealing with this a little bit. They also just don't have XXS. So I don't know how far this push can really go. Wow. They planted the banner. I mean, he's got his Boots of Travel, so it's a good thing he's not found by the Monkey King. He can get here.
Drops everything down. Ame low, not dead yet. He dodges away, but is eventually gonna die. Wait, he didn't get a BKB! Didn't pop anything. The storm is gone, and now Ame, he's in the ice wall. What has happened? This was not the way this was supposed to go for XG, and Ame just stuck here to the side, forced back away a second time.
I believe he was not supposed to get hexed. That's probably the issue there.
Oh, jeez.
As no one just catches him out, and that's the end of his life.
You remember what I said about taking chances, trying out new things? The BKB reaction from Satanic. And in the meantime, 9class jumped in, but immediately had to stop. Ducalis is already gone, though. Ame, can he survive through this? Oh, the hit Satanic, he takes him down. Does so much damage. And while 9class might be chasing, he's got the creep right on Xinq's back. And the Squirrel is going to be brought down. The Hex reaction is there. XG, they don't know what hit him.
Yeah, the fight ends just the way it started. Just a little sight there from no one. And kind of turning this idea of XG, thinking they can force something, into a whole lot of problems.
And they just got Aegis, and now they're walking up to high ground, and they don't have Ame. He's supposed to be the person standing out front, stopping this push from happening. 60 seconds before he's back up again. I mean, they might need to buy back on the Hoodwink. Actually, I don't even know if that stops it.
I certainly don't think it would.
Oh, no. PVISION open up a tremendous hole here in the defenses. Ame 1,800 gold away from buyback. I don't know if you would have wanted to anyways, but it shows what happens when this PVISION lineup gets a victory. They immediately can start running down lanes.
I think the good news for XG is that there's so much gold on PVISION, I don't think they want to push this right now.
Static Storm, Aghanim Scepter is done for the Disruptor. Can they find the target though? They need to get something. Static Storm down, they got him. But do they have the damage to kill? All the heals are there. It's not going to be enough. They take down Satanic. What a masterclass there from X-Nova, who will be punished now. XM in the meantime gets destroyed. They do have buyback on the Storm. Ame TP's right in the middle of all of them. Forces back PVISION. What a hold.
Yeah, can't get the grab either there on 9class. He just leaps out of the way there. So things looking okay for a little bit, but then they immediately killed XM and kind of taking the wind out of their sails on any hopes of that being a valuable defense. But the game goes on. That is the good news for them. But as mentioned, there is a ton of gold right now on PVISION. Like, a crazy amount of gold. Everybody's going to get an item.
So we see this replay. This was assembled at the last second right before this fight. Ag's Static Storm.
A massive way to actually finally deal with Satanic here and get a bit of a streak there on XM, which was great until, unfortunately, 9class puts down this Wukong, zones them to the side, and with the whack there, just double Sunstrike into the kill for DM, getting a double.
Too much and too quick. And 16 to 15.
Can the Wolf Bite solve it, though? Could that be it? The Were Bristleback.
I mean, it's been such a weird little initiation because it feels like XG have just been making these little flubs where they get out too far ahead of themselves, they don't anticipate the Hex, and then somebody just gets blown up in the fight. And I think that if they can get an actual fight going their way, it still should be okay, but now they're 12K behind. Every fight gets harder. Tough situation. PVISION standing tall in this, up one game, looking for a top 3 finish if they can manage to take out one last set of racks. And a couple of those towers will have access to the Ancient. And they've just got to hide now. Wait for that timing. I mean, the plus side at the very least for XG is that you can all in on this Aghanims if you want to for XXS.
That is true. It will be really nice for them too, especially if they're going to decide to fight at the Roche Pit. Okay, Sunstrikes come out there. They're able to dodge away from that. And, I mean, yeah, I think you're going to, right? Come on. Surely we're buying it on this as the Tormentor goes down. Right now, as PVISION, they're just waiting for Roche. They're going to chill this out, get themselves the Aegis, collect all of the Infinity Stones here, and then go high ground. That's going to be the plan.
No one now having access to those Forge Spirits when he hits the Sunstrike, and he does decide to buy out on XXS.
All right, let's go. The Wolf Bite. Now that's a howl. That's when we're really going to get it, you know? That's
I mean, we've seen things like this before with Ame. Remember, time and again, getting the Wolf Bite and starting to run at people constantly. The problem is these lanes are just shoving out so much that it's hard for them to find a way to get a good fight in their direction. Of course, the big thing will be Roche, which is a relatively long spawn, which means it's going to be heading back up to the north side of the map again.
There's also a bit of a question of just like how long do these fights last? You know, like what if the wolf bite? What if they can't catch you? You know,
Yeah.
then it's gonna look really bad.
Oh wow! And after finishing, instead of going for the AC, Invoker decides to go Refresher.
All right, so currently there is only buyback on Xinq. Everyone else has bought out on XG. Where we are all in, fully committed here into this next engagement for them.
Will be
As they slowly start to farm the back up. I guess X-Nova's got it, Ame's now got it, so we're not too bad, actually. I love Ame's idea of the butterfly as well. I think that's a great solution on this bristleback.
Yeah, and if you can sort of surprise the Brood with it, could be really nice there too. I mean, obviously you do still have the Bloodthorn,
Oh,
which
no.
provides that pierce, but
And he just got the 25. He got the bat reduction.
yeah, this thing right here is nuts. If you have not seen the bat reduction during Insatiable, it is insane how hard this Brood hits. Something to watch for when they get into the straight-up battle against the Bristleback. Crowd trying to cheer on the Lycan here. He's going to need it, that's for sure.
And the patience here from PVISION, again, just not taking the risks, because why bother? There's not a whole lot to gain at this point.
You know what actually could make a pretty big difference in this too, is if Lycan gets to 25, because he has that Howl reduces total attack damage.
That would not hurt.
That the Howl might actually win them the game
Yeah.
if he can get to that.
It would be very fitting, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. Because a ton of Brood's damage is plus damage.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Well, not literally, but you know.
But still a ways away from that 25 for the Lycan. Needs to find a kill or two. Ame, he does have 25.
Is he going to send some wolves here as the Roche spawns? Or, oh, the scan's out now. They're probably going to miss it. Oh, this ward sees XM.
They know the timing that it's capable of respond right now.
Abyssal on Satanic.
And PVISION looking for a big wraparound. They scan and immediately TP out. All right, if they do this again, if this happens again, you need to respond if they go for your Ancient.
Look, they're sending the wolves. They're like, where are they?
Cataclysm down. Dude, are they just going to run for high ground?
That was only a Sunstrike, too.
Oh, yeah, it was just a Sunstrike. You're right.
They're going all
They're
the way
backing
back.
out. Or they're going to get this really quickly if they fully commit to it, but XG, I think, a little bit afraid based upon what happened last
Well,
time.
they get roared, right? Because they took it last.
And they go for it. Start to take it down. They did go for the wolf bite. Roche roars and they back away. Tornado out. Meanwhile, they're dealing with creeps in their base. That was very bizarre.
You know, it's the pressure. They kind of just were YOLOing. They're just hoping that PVISION are up here and they kind of
Ame
catch them a little off guard.
runs in, trying to find somebody, a target to stick onto.
The wolf bite's running out.
It's running out very soon. But that at least stops for a moment PVISION. How much longer do we have on another wolf bite? It's going to be 40 more seconds. And while this is happening again down bottom, you look and you see, and all of these waves are getting shoved in.
I'm surprised that PVISION aren't putting more focus on just simply taking the Roche as well, you know?
I mean, they are being a little bit safe for my taste, but maybe that's why they're going to be able to come away with the victory here. Because it feels like you outmaneuvered them, right? You outplayed them around the map. You pulled them down to have to defend their base. Now go and claim the objective. But they're showing so much. A chance of Force Staff away, though, and he's fine.
All right, back he goes.
Ame dodges out of that. Does have Satanic to heal back up if he wants.
Fine, loses
And that
2,000
was Refresher.
HP. 2,000 HP from just spells hitting him in the back.
He's fine. He's fine. Don't worry about Ame.
He does have 70 HP regen. He'll be all right.
So Lycan gonna have to send himself and some summons back down to deal with the tier 4 tower. Hoof Stomp duration is out.
He's got bots level 2 as well. He can immediately just call himself on top of Ame for the wolf bite.
So XXS does have the ability to get back into this fight. And also, while this is happening, he's gaining levels towards 25. PVISION not opting to make that move into the pit. I don't know how much this is going to change things.
What are they waiting for? What are they hoping is going to change? 25 on Evoker is pretty nice. That'll give him a lot to do.
I mean, I think it's just, again, one of those, like, they never want to take a risk.
Yeah.
The BKBs are down now, so that kind of makes sense. But XXS is going to deal with the push coming their direction. Xingqiu, can he find that Monkey King? Doesn't look like it. Already away. Is going to deal with the push coming their direction. Xingqiu, can he find that Monkey King? Doesn't look like it. Already away. 10 minutes away from 60-minute items. It's been a little bit. A lot of the games today have been going relatively fast.
We'll see if we can get there in this one as the goal just continues to pile up here on PVISION. 5,400 available on DM.
I mean, this is always the thing that I think about. This reminds me of, you know, some of the BB team games back in the day too, where it's like they're so concerned about throwing away an advantage and they're defending this lead that they have that eventually are they going to become... I mean, this is 25 Monkey King down.
Right. Ame has sold the treads and has got a blink.
Looking. We already have a jump, and he breaks down the tree. Ame right on top of Invoker with the static storm down, but he gets pulled in the cart. DM saving his buddy's life, but they do have enough to find that Monkey King kill.
They got 9 class.
Can they get any more? Ame hides away for a moment, disarmed. He's still in the wolf life board. Look at the damage out from Satanic. The Sunstrike connection down low, but one hit from that Satanic, a little bit bigger. 9 class now hits. That is a buyback from him. And as they get back into the fray, XXS running away, trying to escape. There's the hoof stomp, finds him from DM, and long range jumps. They get that wolf dead.
Oh, they got a few things in that fight, but it's just not enough. No one tipping over to Ame. Buyback needed here on XM. He's going to have to retreat back to the base, and that's going to be the prize of Roshan here. Refresher and Cheese going to PVISION.
Oh, the real curse, though, at the end is that Lycan went for the extra wolf summon. It's so sad. But take a look at this again. It could have been so great, but DM, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, the eggs, that was one thing I really liked about the Centaur pick, is I was thinking, if this game goes late, they don't have that same save, right? They're missing it from 9 class this game, so they get it out of the Centaur Warbringer this time, and it absolutely came in the clutch in that one. 9 class, you know, maybe very nicely played there from XM to chop his tree down. Takes him, that was a ridiculous heal from that Satanic.
Oh, yeah.
But just whacked there on the XM. No chance to escape. And now, perhaps the final push beginning to get sorted out here in the top lane.
We'll see at least if they can do it. The Refresher BKB ready to go. And at 51 minutes in, XG gonna need to really figure out some sick plays now to deal with the fact that they have the cart. 9 class drops down the big Wukongs. XM backs away. There's the break onto the spider. Glyph already used with no more wolf for 10 seconds. It's a hard fight to make happen. BKB is out. Ame starts to hit on the Satanic, backs away. XM pulls in, but the cart is there. The save is there. Backing away, there's a spider in a cart, but still a lot of damage done out there. Static Storm is down, but he got eviscerated. Ame no longer alive, and you do not have the damage that you need on XXS. XM backs out of there too, still 1,000 gold away from buyback. PVISION, they have done everything in this series. They're gonna take another lane of Racked. This is gonna be Megas. Too much to handle as they run through XG. Eyes on the throne, a few more hits is all they need. GG is called.